So the first thing we want to do is hit Shift-A, search for Mesh, add an icosphere, switch the subdivisions to 5, right-click, and Shade Smooth. Then you can select your camera, switch the focal length to a 102, and if we go to camera view, we can see that we have a nice view of our sphere. Then on this drop-down right here, after we go to rendered preview, of course, on this drop-down, uncheck scene world so we can get the built-in Blender 3D lighting all the way around our sphere. Then head over to the shading workspace. Make sure we go to our camera view and our 3D viewport, and you can set up your workspace however you like, but this is just how I do it. And then make sure you go to the drop-down and uncheck scene world again. Then with your sphere selected, go and press new material. You can name it bone, you can name it whatever. I'll just name it whatever for this tutorial. You should actually name it something like bone though. Anyways, now that we've done that, we can zoom out and find our shader. Then press Shift-A, search for a noise texture, like this. Then make sure we have the Node Wrangler add-on checked in our preferences, so edit preferences, search up Node Wrangler, and make sure you have it checked. Then, with this selected, press Ctrl-T, move the object into the vector. Then, on the noise texture, take the scale, move it to a 10, the detail to a 16, and the distortion to a 1. Then we Control-Shift left-click to preview. We can see what is going on here with the noise texture. So now we'll add in the colors, so we'll hit Shift-A, search for a color ramp, and I'll give you the exact hex values for these colors. So for this one, we're going to be using a hex value of E3, E3BB. Again, that is E3, E3BB, and that is sort of a yellowish white. And the other color we're going to leave on a pale white. You can obviously play with these as you want later on once we've finished, but this is the color we'll be using. Then we just simply take this color, plug it into the base color. Next, we're going to be factoring some roughness in. So let's Shift-A, search for another color ramp right here. Take the factor of the noise texture, plug it into the factor of the color ramp. Then we'll be taking this black right here and changing the value on the value scale to a 0.5. Then we're going to take the white value and change it to a 0.85. And what this is saying is we want the roughness to be somewhere between 0.5 and 0.85. So nothing too shiny. So we'll take this color and plug it into the roughness. And if we Control left click to preview, we can see that we have some nice color going on here, and the roughness is looking how it should, but we don't have any bump to break up anything, no graininess in the bone, which is unrealistic. So to add that, we're simply going to hit Shift-A, search for a Musgrave texture right here. Then we'll take the vector from this mapping node and plug it into the vector of the Musgrave texture. Then we'll simply hit Shift-A, search for a color ramp, like so. Move the height from this into the color ramp, and we Control Shift left click to preview the color ramp. We can see what we have going on here. Then we're going to take this black, put it at a 0.5. Then we're going to add another node, move it all the way to the left, and switch it to a pale white. Then on the detail of this Musgrave, we're going to switch it to an 8, the dimension to a 0.1. So this gives us sort of a grainy, fuzzy effect on the bone. So now we just have to factor this into the bump. So to do that, we'll hit Shift-A, search for a bump node right here. Let me just grab this and give us some more space. We'll move this color into the height, switch the strength to a 0.05, take the normal and plug it into the normal. Then we Control Shift left click to preview the shader. We can see that we have this going on right now, and I don't think it's contrasty enough yet with the bump. So we're going to be adding in a little bit more. So we'll hit Shift-A. We're going to search for a mix RGB like this. We'll put it right here. Then we're going to take the color from this and we're going to plug it into the factor of this mix node like that. And then we're going to take this noise texture, plug it into color 2. And then we're going to take color 1 and change it to a black. And if we Control Shift left click to preview, we can see that we have some nice bump going on here. And we're going to go ahead and check clamp just in case any of you are using filmic colors. Then we'll hit Shift-A, search for another bump node right here, switch the strength to a 0.05. Then we're going to take the color from this mix and put it into the height. Then we'll take the normal from the previous bump and plug it into this normal. Then the normal from this guy will plug into the normal of the shader. And if we Control Shift left click to preview the shader, we can see the final product of our bone material. And it's got some nice whites and yellowishes in here. And my mouse just died. So I had to go find another one. But regardless, this is the end of the material tutorial, and it's looking quite good. You can always adjust the bump and stuff as needed, and the colors earlier. You can play with the contrast a little bit, maybe make this white, maybe not a pure white. Obviously there's no actual pure whites going on in the material, but because of the mixing and stuff like that, but you can play with the colors as you want. But anyways, that is the end of this tutorial, and hopefully you enjoyed it and will be able to use this material in your projects. So I'll see you in the next one. If you have any other material interests, make sure to come back. Adios.